Hola, bom dia, Feliz Natal a todos e Feliz Ano Novo. Hello, folks. How are you this morning? May I be, probably not the first to wish you a happy Christmas, but may I be early in the queue anyway to wish you a super day on this Christmas Day 2020, broadcasting live here on the Good Morning Portugal show with me, Carl Munson, from Anadia, little town in the south of the Aveiro district here in Portugal. So live with you this morning, wishing you a happy Christmas and all the best for 2020. And you can see, actually, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Portugal, in this bit where I am anyway. The little bit of white you can see on the screen is the sun coming in through the window, and it's shining on the green screen effect. So there's actual sunlight making its present, divine light, you might say, on this special auspicious day in the Christian calendar and all over the world, of course, as Christmas has been seconded and contracted out to all in sundry, all around the world, having a super day, I hope, today. So let's get those Christmas greetings coming in. The idea of today is to take it pretty easy. I'm pretty late coming to the screen actually this morning because, yes, ankle deep in wrapping paper this morning. I think the kids have had a pretty good time so far. I've received a few nice little bits and pieces. One great book here, look, Wild Portugal, The Wild Guide to Portugal. There's a special section in there that might be of special interest to Garvo over there in Alvazara. I saw a naked bottom, opened up the pages, and there's a naked bottom confronting me, I suppose, but that's what writing a wild guide is all about. Do let me know how your Christmas is going today, what you might be eating later on today, and we'll stay here and pass on your Christmas greetings and New Year best wishes to the people all around the world, or the person sat next to you on the sofa. It's really up to you. Mrs. M has asked me to share this link, so I've got to do a little bit of housekeeping of mine. I'll come to your comments in just a moment because that's what it's all about this morning. But I need to share this link myself on my own timeline so that friends and family around the world can tune in as well. Maybe we'll see. But most importantly, yeah, your greetings and best wishes that I'd love to share or receive on the screen there in the comments, and then share them around the world with your friends and family. So do get them to tune in as well. Peggy's here. Peggy the dog. I could be like a Christmas Day Bond baddie if I can get me a white furry dog sat on my lap here. But she's inside this morning in her new Christmas jumper, which is very fetching, which I'd like to share with you and show you in just a moment, if I may. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to need to get my own link up for my own show here. Oh, look, I can hear myself on the screen there. Yeah, I've got to get this to Mrs. M, all right? So bear with me just one moment. And perhaps you could do the same and share this link with the people who you want to send a message to who might enjoy it live on the show. So actually, let me stick it up on my own timeline. That's the best way to do it, isn't it? It's not the most professional and exciting bit of TV, is it? Or a live stream with me sharing links. But here we go. There we go. Popped up on the screen now. I have a very special video clip to share with you of Valerie from Spencer Beck's on the Silver Coast there, who shared with us her fabulous Christmas tree that's got an actual steam train that goes around it. So I think I'm set up right to do that. So let's go to the first greetings that have come in. Andrew Scarborough, good morning to you. Or is it, Andrew, is it you that's in Australia? So bon dia to you. Obviously, a full belly already if you are in Australia. Do let me know. And lovely to hear from you. Feliz Natal to you, my friend. Feliz Natal, e boas festas to Andrew Paul Thompson, tuned in as well. Might be nice, folks, if you let us know where you are in the world. That'd be really wonderful. Andrew's asking, how was everyone's codfish meals? I think he is in Australia, assuming that we've already had... Oh, yes, codfish meals yesterday on the Christmas Eve, of course, traditionally in Portugal. Sorry, Andrew, no cod has passed my lips in these last 24 hours. Not even a codfish risole, but others may well have been enjoying that great delicacy that can be cooked over 1,000 ways here in Portugal. But it's a good question, Andrew. Do let us know where you are and if there's anyone in particular you'd like to send a greeting to, because of course the messages here are immortalized forever on YouTube and on Facebook, so you can send people to them later on. Feliz Natal from Thane and Donald Trump. Season of goodwill. Let's put all those political problems to one side on this one day of the year, shall we? Go back to that tomorrow and in the new year. But from Thane, good morning to you. Well, good morning from Portugal anyway. Actually, whilst you're sending your messages, let me know where you're on, what time it is where you are, okay? And what sort of day you're having. The more information, the better. But Felicia Natal, right back at you there, Thane. Thank you. And thank you for all your contributions. All of you, actually, to your wonderful... You are what makes this show. The Good Morning Portugal live stream, the show, and all the other shows that we do here on Expats Portugal. It's all about you and your comments, really. So thank you very much for all of those throughout the year, and especially this morning on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to you and Mrs. M. Thank you, Doreen. I need to start raising a glass as well. It's only just after 10 o'clock here in Portugal, but it seems only right to have a little sip on the ginger liqueur made of pickled cherries, pickled in alcohol. So let me just have a little sip of cherry liqueur. Smells good enough to be a Portuguese aftershave as well, that's in my Ferreira port glass there. So mixing up my drinking metaphors, but that's very nice indeed. Little sip of ginger. Thank you to Donna Jacqueline who gave me that bottle. Absolutely looking forward to doing some shows with Donna Jacqueline in the new year. So Merry Christmas to you, Donna Jacqueline, as well over there in Alcobaça. But yes, Doreen, thank you so much. Lovely to make your acquaintance and find out that we're both star children as well, and really getting ready for this age of Aquarius that we're going into. Maybe this is the special Christmas of 2020 that was the beginning of the age of Aquarius, everybody. Bringing all the spiritual threads together. So nut roast for Andrew Paul Thompson. Nut roast potatoes, honey glazed carrots. Oh, I'm getting some inspiration here because I need to get in the kitchen after this. Honey glazed carrots, sprouts and chestnuts, bread sauce, Christmas pudding and brandy butter. Andrew, where are you? Is that what you've just had? And are you now stroking your belly, sat on the sofa in front of a nice warm log burner or something like that? Or is that what you're preparing right now? Sounds good to me. And that's what we're having here is a nut roast because we have Granny Grassa it always happens, the cherry liqueur seizes upon my larynx, as nice as it is. Yes, Granny Grassa's coming up to see us today on Christmas Day, a vegan. Mrs. M's a vegan, so we too will be having a nut roast. Going to leave that to Mrs. M, actually. And sorry about all my vegan jokes just recently. But yes, that sounds lovely, Andrew. Really nice. Penny's here as well. We had a toast last night. Penny Albertella from Devon in the UK, who was with us doing the Good Morning Portugal Wine Club toast last evening. It was really lovely to see all those faces on the screen. Felicia Natal, I'm off to Henry and Nina's for a mixed vegan and turkey feast. Duck tomorrow. Why? Oh, I see. I've given Paul a book from our favourite restaurant in Dartmouth. Which is that then? Name it, please, Penny, because it used to be the Angel, didn't it, in Dartmouth? That was the great restaurant there. There is a Portuguese wine link, which I'm excited to bring to you next year. Fantastic. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. And there she is reminding us of the wonderful viral sensation that we created at the beginning of the week, thanks to Gilda. And happy Christmas to you, Gilda, and all your team over there at EI Migration Services. You can't cancel love, she said, and we ran with that because there was this silly talk of Christmas being cancelled. Never, not on our watch. And then we came up with this, you can't cancel love between us. And we've run with it. And I think we're proving it to be true today as well. Fantastic. And let's take that with us into the new year. Like I've been saying, let's put the year of fear behind us. And let's 2021 be the year of good cheer, because we're going into a new decade. And it's in our hands, folks, isn't it? I mean, tell me, what are your aspirations and hopes for 2021? And of course, they might be quite modest, as in, like, not like this year. But we are going into a new decade, and it's up to us to make it into what it will be seen as in years to come, if that's not terrible grammar. But you get the gist. You know, the decade of 2020 to 2030 is now in our hands, folks. We've had a funny start, but we should make it what we want it to be. And I've got high hopes. I really do. I have high hopes for this next decade after this wobbly and strange start, which arguably has given us cause to reflect and shape the new decade in the way that we want it to be. So let me know what your hopes are for the new decade and the new year. Thank you, Penny. Have a lovely day with Henry and Nina. Lots of love to them and all the family, and enjoy your mixed vegan and turkey feast. No cross-contamination there, I'm sure. Feliz Natal from Paul now in the south. Look at that blob of sunlight on my screen. I'm not even going to try and put that right because it's that's live sunlight coming through on the green screen to you, which is very auspicious and special. It's like this star in the east, isn't it? Feliz Natal from Paul. Paul and Lita there in the south of Portugal. Feliz Natal to all who know us and to those that do not. I hope we will get to know you next year. That's a lovely affirmation and thing to look forward to for the coming year. Glad to hear the sun is shining on you and family car. It certainly is, Paul. Look at it right there above your picture on the screen there. So Feliz Natal to you, igualmente, with all those wonderful seasonal wishes there, Paul, and looking forward to your continued company in the new year. So Andrew Paul Thompson, very British food here in the area. Okay, so there you are, Andrew, with the nut roast there, with the roast potatoes, the honey glazed carrots, the sprouts. My mouth is watering, and chestnuts. Yes, we've got some chestnuts actually we need to do today. Bread sauce. Bread sauce, is that going to be Portuguese bread in there? That might be the Portuguese twist, and the Christmas pudding with brandy butter. Sounding lovely over there in La Area. Thank you, Andrew, for the update. And yes, from Andrew Scarborough, yes, I'm the Australian with the dream of Portugal. Best of both worlds there, I'd say, Andrew. And so we hope you've had a super day. Obviously, you are rounding it off as we speak. Yeah, you're well into the evening. How's it been for you over there in Australia? Rather marvelous, I hope. Thane letting us know that it's 2 a.m. in Los Angeles. Are you still partying from the Christmas Eve night before? Gone into the wee small hours, Thane. Thank you so much for being up at 2 o'clock in the morning and sharing some Christmas greetings with us in Los Angeles. What's it like in Los Angeles right now? Is it chilly? So Thane, thank you so much for that, and sleep well and have a super Christmas day over there in the United States. 9 p.m. Christmas Day in Australia. So there they are over in Australia, edging their way towards New Year's Eve now, or Christmas Day almost done and dusted. Do you still get the Queen's speech over there, Andrew, or should I not? Should I not be talking about such things? Andrew, thank you so much for tuning in on your Christmas evening. Feliz Natal from PB, a simple Feliz Natal from PB Heinzman. Thank you, PB. Where are you in the world? And look at this. This must be a record. Yeah, where are you, PB Heinzman? And what have you been eating, or what are you going to be eating today? And what's your Portuguese connection? But Doreen Reyes, look, it's 5 in the morning in the US where she is. 9 minutes. Well, when she sent that, it was 9 minutes after 5 in the morning. Incredible, Doreen. Are you up early wrapping presents, or have you not been to bed yet? You rascal. Are you still celebrating and enjoying yourself from the night before? And this is so lovely, a lovely greeting. Thank you, Doreen. Have a super day ahead of you. Nuno is here. Nuno Codarzo, a friend we've made, and I love it how Portuguese people tune into the Good Morning Portugal show and to keep in touch with their homeland. And this is exactly what Nuno's doing. And it's a Feliz Natal from Northampton. Close to Silverstone, of course, Formula One, Northampton famous, like Portugal, actually, for making shoes, great shoe industries. I don't know how big the shoe industry still is in Northampton, certainly strong in Portugal. Time for breakfast, he says. So what does a Portuguese man have when they are in England? In Northampton specifically, what's the local speciality there, Nuno? And have you managed to get some bacalhau in your belly over there in England? Is there a Portuguese shop near you? But very, very happy Christmas to you, Nuno. Thank you for your company this year and making your acquaintance. Feliz Natal to you, my friend. Now to Susan Renshaw. This is absolutely what it's all about this morning, folks. We are sharing your Christmas greetings to the community that is Expats Portugal and the Good Morning Portugal posse, if I may call you that. And you share the stream with people and surprise them if you wish to on social media. Get them to tune in and then send them a message if you'd like to do that. And spread the love and the joy around the world. Love and joy come to you and to you and to you and to you. Boas Festas from Susan Renshaw. to one and all from Torres Vedras in Portugal here, of course, and a Feliz Ano Novo to everybody from Susan. Torres Vedras must make it there. I don't know if it does make it into the wild guide. Don't worry, Gary, I've got this picture to show you that I think will be right up your street from the wild guide in just a moment, which might have you booking a ticket to Aveiro. From Mrs. M, thank you, Susan. From Mrs. M, my mother it's called Susan as well. So happy Christmas to you, Mum. Possibly tuned in the UK this morning in London. Managed to use Uber Eats yesterday, Christmas Eve, and send a Chinese feast to my mother for a Christmas Eve meal. So good morning to you, Mum. Happy Christmas to you. Lots of love to you from all of us here and the rest of the Munson collective around the world. To you, to Grandma Sue. Thank you for that reminder, Susan, from one Susan in Torres Vedras to Susan in West London there. So happy Christmas, Ma. I hope you're enjoying the show this morning. And yeah, this is what I do, Mum, for a living. Can't be back, can it? Feliz Natal from Mrs. M, Louisa Tanner Munson, known as Mrs. M now in this community, but her full name, Louisa Tanner Munson, a very Portuguese name, Louisa, of course. Wishing everybody a Feliz Natal. Good morning to you, Louisa, just through there in the other room with the kids. She put a bit of a dab hand with the old screwdriver this morning, putting together a few things. Commiserations to anybody who got a Christmas gift that needs a tiny little Phillips screwdriver and you haven't got one, and you are bending your kitchen knives trying to get the battery compartment open. That's going to happen to somebody. Other pitfalls that can happen is your gas bottle running out. So I'll share a secret with you. I haven't had a shower yet this morning because I wasn't going to have a Wim Hof freezing shower this morning, however good that is for your cerebral cortex or second gut or whatever it is Wim Hof goes on about. I haven't had a shower because the gas bottle ran out. This is how we roll in Portugal. But I shall be doing that after the show. What other funny twists and turns have you had on your Christmas day? Thank you, Louisa. Looking forward to your nut roast later. Bon dia, Feliz Natal. What are you going to eat, Carl? There, I gave the game away. A nut roast cooked by Mrs. M today. I'll probably be on the veg and the trimmings. I'm busy from 6 this morning, says Yanni. 6 this morning, making dinner for my husband's parents. They are in their 80s. How lovely. Tell us their names and we'll send them a personal greeting, Jenny. But up since 6. So what are you working on that demands you be up at 6 in the morning? Have you gone for a 3-bird roast or something like that? One inside the other, I wonder. What is traditional over there in Belgium? But thank you too, Jenny, for your continued friendship and support of the show throughout this year. We only started this year and we've made so many wonderful friends in these 10 months, many of whom are here this morning, and lovely to see you. Joel, bon dia from Joel up there in Porto, one of our new Portuguese friends. A very happy Christmas, Feliz Natal to you, Joel, and your family up there in Porto. Have a great day, my friend. Thank you for coming and joining us this morning. Jonathan Harding. I did it as a Portuguese pronunciation. I'm in and out with my pronunciations. Jonathan Harding. Happy Christmas. Yesterday was traditional Portuguese lunch and today is UK traditional. Best of both worlds. That's fantastic, isn't it? That's something to look forward to. If and when you move to Portugal, is there is an emphasis on celebration on the Christmas Eve, where you may well be eating the bacalhau, and of course then you can do it all again today. What are you having, Jonathan? Do let us know. Louisa, Mrs. M, is building a Lego campsite now with a 2-year-old, listening to the sounds of retro Atari games in the background. Hashtag noisy. Now, if you, like me, saw that vintage games console in a well-known supermarket, Garvo, you'll know who I mean, opened it up this morning. Some of you will have had an Atari console, back in the 80s, and it used to be this big, much bigger than even my big head. Opened it up this morning, and just like wagon wheels and every other confection, they've got smaller, folks. The Atari games console is pretty much the size of a picture postcard. Extraordinary. All that technology, Space Invaders, asteroids, all packed into a tiny little console now. And it sounds like they've cranked it up through there in the living room. So I'll go and join him in a little while. Thank you for that. Good luck with building the Lego campsite, Mrs. M. What a good idea, says Beverly Maidment, seeing me sipping on my ginger here. Almond liqueur and Matthias to celebrate and toast our future life in Portugal whilst in the misty Isle of Mull. Turkey crown for you over there. Devils on horseback. What? That sounds like a bit of a satanic twist on the pigs in blankets or something there. Please do tell me what a devil on a horseback is. Sounds a bit ominous and chilling, Beverly, to be honest with you. Turkey crown, devils on horseback, homemade bread sauce, yum, and veggies, including cabbage from our garden here. Very Portuguese, if you've got cabbage from your own garden in there. Wishing everyone the wisdom to enjoy 2021. That sounds like, given that you're up there in the misty Isle of Mull, a very Celtic blessing. That's a very excellent sentiment, wishing everyone the wisdom to enjoy 2021. And yeah, I totally agree with you, Beverly. We got to get on the front foot for 2021. We've been on the back foot for 2020, haven't we? Like we've done what we've been told to do. We'll continue to do that, but we're going to backfill, I think, all the other areas of our lives and our well-being and our joie de vivre. So as well as observing all the restrictions and the social distancing, as we might well have to do for the next couple of months, we're going to go large on the enjoyment as well. Okay, so not just be cowering, socially distanced and cowering in life, afraid, living in fear. Understandably, that was our response, but we're going to come onto the front foot for 2021, everyone, and we're going to make this decade our very own. Full of mirth, merriment, and good cheer. So this is just training today, and in this festive period, we're going to carry that forward into the new year and the new decade. Who's with me on that? I'm going to have a little drink to that. It comes to something, doesn't it, where you make your own toast and then drink alone to your toast yourself. But that's what I'm doing. Ginger, get in my belly. It was the Carved Angel. That was the famous restaurant in Dartmouth. It was the Carved Angel, but sadly gone now. Now it's the Seahorse. Amazing fish cooked in a wood-fired oven. That is a setup worthy of Portugal, actually. That sounds like something that could well happen here. But that sounds lovely, Penny. Enjoy that. When you get... Oh, you got the book from the said restaurant, but that's got some lovely pictures in it. I made the bread sauce, said Andrew Paul Thompson. I think I need a bread sauce recipe. I might go for that. Did you use a broa? Did you go for a cornbread bread sauce, which would have a nice kind of nutty flavour to it, wouldn't it? And here he is, Gary. I've got to find the picture for Gary now. Happy Christmas, Carl and all. Loved the attire last night. Yeah, I put on my dinner jacket last night for the toast. It felt right to do that. And do you know what? Every now and then it's lovely to dress up, isn't it? Because you think, oh, this is a bit of a faff. Whatever it is, your suit or your dinner jacket or whatever. Put it off. $1 million. Really, really enjoyed getting dressed up for the little toast we did, and may well do it again on New Year's Eve when we do it again, and toast everybody on the 31st. But look at this. Aveiro. This is in my book of. Hold on. I don't want to do the reveal just yet, and it is a reveal. Look, this is in Aveiro and the Rio Vuga from this lovely book I've been given for Christmas, The Wild Guide to Portugal. And there, Gary, a woman after your own heart. She's having a little skinny dip. That cold water there is probably going to make everything quite pert, isn't it? But what a fantastic book. So if you really want to, you can look forward to me skinny dipping in a Portuguese plunge pool near you. Look away now. Gary, happy Christmas to you, my friend, and to Linda up there in Alvázora, or over there in Alvázora from us. Lots of love to you and your extended family. And to Dale also, of course, who we got to know this year. Fantastic. Better get a move on, otherwise I'll be going into Christmas lunchtime. Penny Albertella, Feliz Natal to my lovely wine ninjas and Mrs. M. There's a phone call coming. I can't get it right now. Brilliant. Doreen say, I will pass that on, Penny, personally. I'll give Mrs. M a snog on your behalf. Any excuse for me. 5:15 a.m. in Maryland, US, and I haven't gone to bed yet. Wow, Doreen, legend. That's the spirit for 2021. We're going to party like it's 1999, but it will be 2021. Fantastic, Doreen. Good effort. I'm a Northampton shoemaker. Wow. So a Portuguese man in Northampton, that's Nunu, and a Northampton shoemaker here in Portugal. I love dulce abobora on toast. Abobora, that's sweet pumpkin, isn't it? Lovely, Jonathan. Sounds wonderful. And what a lovely word, abobora. Thane saying it's currently 10 degrees in Los Angeles, expected to rise to 22 later today. We will be celebrating our next Christmas in São João do Estoril. Is that part of Estoril, or is that somewhere else? But Estoril is amazing. Talking of putting my dinner jacket on tonight, Estoril is the where James Bond, the idea, Ian Fleming had the idea for James Bond, I believe, in Estoril, because there were hotels there in the Second World War full of spies moving around the world. Thank you, Thane. Linda and I had pie, chips and beans for Christmas evening meal. Very nice. Not very Portuguese, but nice. Yeah, that sounds very nice. That pie, chips and beans. Lovely. Did you have a cup of tea with it, Gary? Doreen Ray is continuing to abide by my new motto. Yes, we'll take this. Live, laugh, love, and let it be in 2021. That's such good advice. Great motto, and hoping to be doing it in Portugal. Yes, Doreen, we'll certainly get in line with you with that one. Sandra, Marks Webster, Feliz Natal a todos. Another 2 a.m. in Soquel, California. Cooked a pulled pork and coleslaw for today. Oh, sounds lovely. We'll top it off with flan. May 2021 be a year where we reunite with our family and friends. Absolutely, Sandra. What a lovely sentiment. I totally agree. Sounds wonderful. Enjoy your pulled pork and coleslaw. Lunch at a local restaurant with cod for me today, and turkey for Lita. Our chosen wine is that's an Alvarinho. That is a lovely bottle of fizzy white. What's not fizzy, but it's got a life in it, hasn't it? A few bubbles, which we need to try one Thursday evening with the ninjas. Good suggestion. That is the Soleada Alvarinho. Good choice, sir. Enjoy that lunch, Paul and Lita. Yesterday was bacalhau com natas, and today is capon. Capon for dinner, sir, with veg. Don't forget how lucky you are there, as it's -2 degrees here in Northampton. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, it is a bit chilly here in the studio this morning, but not as chilly as that. Amazing. Bacalhau com natas. Devils on horseback. Okay, so it is a bit like pigs in blankets, but it's bacon wrapped dates. Spicing optional, says Thane. Sounds interesting, that bacon wrapped dates. Really sweet and bacony. Mouth watering again. Nuno Cardozo. Yesterday it was a bit Portuguese with bacalhau, but not the boiled version. I made bacalhau com natas, arroz doce. Oh yes, that's the rice purd of Portugal, of course, and rabanadas. Tell me more about rabanadas. Today it will be British with roasted capon. It makes me laugh, the word capon, with all vegetables and stuffing. Also, we've got Bolo Rei and salama de chocolate. Oh, yes, the sun is shining here, but it's 2 degrees. Or is it -2 degrees? Let's hope this new decade brings us all peace, health, and happiness. Beautiful, Nuno. Absolutely lovely sentiment. I'm delighted to share that from you here on the Good Morning Portugal this morning, the Christmas Day edition. Ha ha ha. Devils on horseback or prunes wrapped in streaky bacon. There you go. You can stuff them with goat's cheese as well for a full-on gourmet experience, and bake them in the oven for 15 minutes, says Beverly. Alan Tanner's here, everybody. Father-in-law Ali Tan's here, just breaking out Bucks Fizz with a difference. Not got any orange juice, so making with fruity mango juice instead. Get in, Alan. Happy Christmas and a healthy new year to all your listeners. Lots of love from Ali and Dee over there in Kent. I was thinking, Alan and Dee over there, you could be making a fortune doing a little bit of Uber Eats, delivering to all those lorry drivers that are parked up in Kent at the moment, or busking or whatever. Any number of services that you could be offering to those poor fellows who I hope have managed to get home for Christmas now. But Kent, what a place at the moment. What a place. Hopefully all of that eases up and the ships are sailing again. And as Douglas said the other day, that the Stenacot is on the move again and getting things moving across the channel. Stenacot, very good, Douglas. But lovely to hear from you, Alan and Dee. Have a super day. Lots of love to you from us here in Portugal. Thank you, Alan. Fabulous message. Gary, this is why we don't have nativity plays in Birmingham, because they can't find 3 wise men and a virgin. Use that joke as you wish today, folks, on your chosen location. Nice one, Gary. I'm working on the menu. Oysters, crab and North Sea shrimps, Jenny. Venison stew. No wonder you've been up since 6 in the morning with chicory and croquettes and tiramisu. All homemade by the sound of it. Yum, 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 and yum to that, Jenny. Fabulous. Louisa, thanks for the snog. Penny Albertella. Hi, Dad. Alan Tanner from Mrs. M. Looking forward to the octopus today. Legs for everyone. Very good. Because I think with certain gatherings, you're not going to have more than 8 people, are you? So that's perfect. Michelle Castrovera. And let me say, I'm having a vegan meal today. Respect and just a moment for those animals who are being eaten today. we do take it for granted, don't we? And I think it's really important to honour the creatures that have become Christmas lunch today. So yes, blessings on the meal, and to everything and everyone involved in us who are so lucky to have food on our plates this Christmas day. So whether or not you're religious, there's a place for grace, isn't there? In the acknowledgement of the and gratitude of the blessings we've been given. And today of all days, a wonderful day to be doing that, and just taking a moment to be grateful for the many blessings once you start to count them that we enjoy. Of course, and it's all about this time of year. So, lol, Gary, that is why we left Valeria. A lack of wise men, says Andrew Paul Thompson. Wonderful. And Hendrik Lamar, Merry Christmas, my friend. Hello to you, Henry. We'll send a pic of the birth of the sun this morning. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, please do. So let us now. Thank you, Henry. Lots of love to you and the whole household. They're looking forward to seeing you in Portugal again sometime soon. And love to you all over there. And I want to share with you now my. It's a video from Valerie of Spencer Beck's over there in the Silver Coast of Portugal. And this is what she does at Christmas, folks. She has I've got to share the audio, I think, because you can hear her singing on this as well. This is the Best Christmas Tree Award, goes to Valerie at Spencer Beck's. And I'm going to have to rewind it right to the beginning. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you can see it. This is an extraordinary thing. This is not only she got a beautiful Christmas tree, she's got a train that goes around it. Check this out. Or maybe we may or may not have sound, but look at this. Woo-hoo!
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain. Woo-hoo! She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Singing aye, yippee, yippee,
come on, everyone, join in.
Singing aye, yippee, yippee, aye. How fantastic is that? And if you look close, the smoke comes out the chimney stack.
Woo-hoo! Oh.
Here she comes, coming round the mountain.
Now, that, I'm sure you will agree. I'm sure... couldn't turn it off then. I'm sure you agree. Christmas Tree of the Year award goes to Valerie there. Amazing. Over there on the Silver Coast near San Martino de Porto. That is an extraordinary thing. Absolutely wonderful. Louise is here as well. I can't quite see those emoticons, but I'm sure they're festive. Lovely to make your acquaintance this year, Louise, and delighted to be part of your Portuguese adventure. Very Merry Christmas to you. Feliz Natal, and of course, a fabulous New Year here in your new home of Portugal. Superb. Actually, it was the lack of virgins, but until Andrew, steady. Merry Christmas, all. My first ever Christmas day in Portugal. Yes, of course. So many of you will be having your very first Christmas day here as part of the expats community in Portugal. That's wonderful. Look at this, folks. So some are having a first Christmas day in Portugal. Others are having Christmas in the Bahamas, from J9. Merry Christmas from the Bahamas. Feliz Natal to you. How lovely. I just thinking of, crystal clear, beautiful blue water and white sandy beaches there over there in the Bahamas. How lovely. Happy Christmas to you, J9. Thanks for popping in. Good Jules to you, Carl, from Christina Hulton. And Jules, I wonder if that's I wonder where that greeting is from, but I'll take it anyway. Thank you very much. I'm assuming it is a good and savory thing. Feliz Natal to you. Christina Hulton. So venison stew and with Belgian beer Grimberg and putting in the stew, but also drinking a few. Hope there's enough left. There's enough beer left for the stew, said Jenny. This is an occupational hazard of the chef, isn't it? It's making sure there is enough booze left, not just for sipping and getting in the mood, but also to go in the food and maybe for the guests when they arrive as well. How wonderful. Your meal sounds superb, Jenny. It really does. Anna Milne is here. Hi, Anna, over there in Switzerland, I'm guessing. Great to make your acquaintance as well. And thank you for being a wonderful part of our wine club, Anna. Feliz Natal, Carl, and the whole Expats Portugal team. I'll take that on their behalf. Thank you, Anna. Really lovely to hear from you. And yes, of course, look, Andrew, that must be true. I presume Jules is like Yule. Very good. A linguist there. Excellent. So yes, well, that's what we'll make of that. Thank you for my award and apologies for the vocals. Merry Christmas, everybody, from Valerie, whose film we just showed there of that wonderful Christmas tree. I'm sure Valerie's having a lot of fun sending the steam train around the tree. Have you got cats in you? I know you've got dogs, Valerie, but I'm imagining the combination of cats or kittens and a steam train that goes around a Christmas tree, a fully dressed and beautiful Christmas tree, will be a complete nightmare. So hopefully you've just got the dogs and not a naughty kitten there chasing well, that would make a lovely Christmas scene, would it not? But Valerie, have a super new year and a lovely Christmas. All the best to you. And to you, of course, in your new office. She's got one of the best views, I have to say, from a workplace ever. In San Martino de Porto. They're one of the early places we discovered when we came to Portugal, with a lovely view across the bay there. So all the best to you in your new office, Valerie, and thank you for that video. I would like to thank my brother Terence for his help this year in some very unnerving situations. You're sounding like a pair of Peaky Blinders now, the Austin brothers. So those very unnerving situations, not like the Peaky Blinders, but very unnerving situations up scaffolding and ladders. Yeah, happy Christmas, kid. Says Gary to Terence. And I'd like to add to that. Yeah, great to meet you this year, Terence, and your marvelous son, Ben, and love to you and the whole family. To all the Austins, around the world, Merry Christmas and great to have met you. Kate Gimblett is here. Feliz Natal, all about to take our traditional Christmas Day walk on the beach, though it's our first on a Portuguese beach. Beautiful sunshine this morning. That's a lovely thing to be able to do, isn't it? The old Portuguese Christmas Day bragging rights. When you said, oh, just send a picture home to people of us on the beach in the sun. Enjoy it, Kate. Sounds wonderful. I do have a cat, says Valerie, and a dog. The cat has no interest in the tree. Thank goodness. That is a relief. Brilliant, Valerie. Okay, so just very quickly then, I will tell you about, I haven't lost it, as in I lost what I was looking for rather than lost it. Some think I have lost it long ago, but just a little thing about the Bolo Rei cake. I think you need to see a picture of it on the screen. Before we go, and before we leave you to your Christmas Day, thank you for being here this morning. I didn't know if anyone was going to come, and I was so delighted that that so many people have shown up to share in the Christmas greetings. Absolutely lovely. So here we go. Look, Bolo Rei cake. The king cake. This is a Portuguese speciality for Christmas, particular favorite of the Portuguese during Christmas. This from PortugueseDiner.com and is traditionally eaten on January the 6th, the day of Epiphany, and my eldest daughter Ruby's birthday. So happy Christmas to you, Ruby, as well, of course, and little Nim. And lots of love to you there in Sheffield and your gathering. And of course, my other daughter, middle daughter, Gloria, in Italy today. Happy Christmas to you and Marco. Sorry, I don't know what Happy Christmas is in Italian. So January the 6th is when the cake would be eaten. I think it needs to be one of those cakes, like a fruit cake, that is well preserved and can be eaten for weeks until you're absolutely sick of it. The date when the three kings arrived in Jerusalem to greet the newborn baby Jesus. Hold on a minute. We thought that was last night or today. So the Epiphany, oh my goodness, yeah. What's gone on with the pagan dates and everything, and then being seconded to the Christian calendar? Anyway, let's just say that Bolo Rei is eaten on the Epiphany. The legend is that the three kings were disputing which one of them would be the first to give their gift to Jesus. Upon their travels, they met a baker who baked a cake with a bean inside it. There's a cheeky little twist, isn't it? That's one way of getting beans and vegetables inside kids, isn't it? Put them inside the cake. Whichever one of them got the slice of cake with the bean would give their gift first. What a great Portuguese story. Though the years, coins and trinkets, coins and trinkets were added to the cake instead of the bean. which would bring good luck upon the bearer. So, yes, a bit like the Christmas pud with a sixpence in it. I believe there used to be metal things put in the cake that were gifts until the EU banned it. Unless that's one of those straight banana kind of stories. But I do like saying that. I think it's funny that people would be told not to put sharp things in the cake and would need an organization to tell them not to do that. But anyway, you're not supposed to put sharp things or metal things in the cake, but you are allowed to put the bean in. And that now means you have to buy the cake next year. Here in Portugal. So whoever gets the bean has to buy the Bolo Rei, as it says here, the king cake, in the coming year. So fantastic. A little bit of info there. If you are munching on a Bolo Rei or need to grab one or make one today to celebrate Christmas in true Portuguese style. So I was talking about you, Douglas. Douglas is here, everybody. Happy Christmas, Carl, and all the pundits. I shared your Stennicott joke relating to what has been going on in Kent just recently in the UK there, Douglas. Happy Christmas to you, my friend. And let's go back a little way into the comments. Yes, it means Merry Christmas in Swedish. So Jul, yes, is Jul. Happy Christmas from Estoril, from veteran expat in Estoril. We must talk, Christina. Veteran expats have wonderful stories to tell of life in the new place or the old place for you now. Thank you for tuning in this morning, Christina. Let's talk in the new year. Merry Christmas all from the lovely Shelley Lowry in the Alentejo. Lucky enough to be celebrating Christmas in the Alentejo in the beautiful town of Villanova de Milfonches, which you must all go to at some point in your Portuguese travels. Beautiful town, seaside town, loved by the Portuguese. Lots of love to you, Shelley. Speak to you later, I suspect. I hope so. Doreen Reyes saying, this is for my daughter Gloria and Marco. Buon Natale in Italian. And you always have to do that little emphasis, don't you? Buon Natale. Which, of course, they don't. Well, they actually do that, don't they? There, I've done it in Italian. Happy Christmas, Carl, and all the pundits from Douglas there, of course. Dale, good morning to you. Happy Christmas to everyone around the world. What a lovely message. I don't know how early you were here, Dale, but I sent you Christmas joy, love, and peace, and greetings to you. Lovely to meet you this year, mate. Have a great Christmas in the UK. Bon dia, amigo. Feliz Natal from John Bombolo. John, the good cake. John Bombolo, bon dia to you as well, and Feliz Natal right back at you. This is the first year in decades we haven't flown from England to spend Christmas, New Year's with my family in Southern California. We're going to have a Zoom party instead tonight. Yep. Glasses at the ready for that one. Kate, it's all different, isn't it? But I hope you have a lovely Zoom party this evening. And Douglas is saying, hope to see you all in 2021. We have a Sagresh date. Douglas, later on in the next few months, I'm sure. We'll find a way to make it happen, my friend. So on that note, and as is traditional, the Good Morning Portugal tends to conclude at around 1:45, doesn't it? Try and make it a 30-minute show. Often is 45. Feliz Natal, todos. Have a happy Christmas. Have a super day today. And let's do it, shall we? 2021 will make it the most amazing year yet. I know it's a bit of a cliche to say that, but we really need to. We're going into a new decade. We're going into a new year. We've had the weirdest year ever in 2020. And it's time for us to go back to, not go back, but, to remember the most amazing times of, people look back, don't they, on the decades, like the 60s, the 70s and the 80s as being sort of glory days, golden times. Let's not have it only as memories. Let's bring forward all that was good and great about previous decades and condense them into an amazing 2021, 2020 to 2030, folks. We've got to do it. This has to be the time you live in really should be the most amazing time to be alive on Earth. So let's make it so. That's my toast to you for 2021. I think we've got a couple of quick greetings to go before we finally conclude. But yeah, happy Christmas, happy New Year, prosperous, healthy, all that's good and great. Hope it comes to you. Ana Baltazar is here again on Feliz Natal para todos e excelente ano novo. Beijinhos de Marvilha, Lisboa. Good morning. Thank you for that, Anna. Kate Gimlet, Merry Christmas to all, wherever you may be, says Kate. In Belgium, we eat a Bolo Rei, also on the 6th of January. Okay, but there is a coffee bean in, and who has the bean must do the dishes. So it's a bit different there. Fantastic. Thanks for brightening our 2020, Carl. It's been my absolute pleasure, Penny, believe me. Thanks for being here this morning, Carl. Again, my pleasure to be here. Louise, and lots of love to you, and have a great new year. A Merry Christmas to everyone. Thanks, Carl Muntz, for being of such good cheer. The ginger helps. I'm not going to make that ginger joke. But it really helps. The Roaring Twenties all over again. Yes, Kate. Well said. I didn't make that connection, but let's make the new Roaring Twenties. Yes, the new Roaring Twenties from the 1st of January. It's official, and we are in training until then. Okay, so we're training until the 31st. We'll see you on the 31st for a toast with the Good Morning Portugal Wine Ninjas, and then we will go into the new Roaring Twenties, where we're going to create a decade together that people in the future will wish they'd lived in. You know how people say that? Oh, I wish I'd been alive in the 60s. Do you know young people say they wish they were alive in the 80s? Now, I was, and I wish I'd been alive or been more sort of, conscious and grown up in the 60s. But I want these 2020s, the decade, to be the one in the future where people say they came out of that pandemic and they had the most amazing time. They transformed the world. It was an amazing time to be alive. Let's make it so, folks. Yes, Kate, says Mrs. M. And I'm one of the yawning 50s. We'll do something about that, Douglas, when you get here, mate. So lots of love to you all. Have a great day. Have a lovely festive period, and we'll see you on New Year's Eve for yet another toast. That's all part of living in the Roaring Twenties, folks. Take care. Bye for now. Hasta luego. Beijinhos. Abrazos. Feliz